All right, hello everybody. Today we're going to be taking kind of a virtual tour of the world. This is one of my favorite assignments. It's super fun. Uses one of my favorite websites, Google Maps. I use this stuff all the time to check out places. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. First, we need to make a document so we can document where we wanted to go. So we're going to go to Google Chrome. Don't use any other browser. Use Chrome for this, okay? We're going to be using Google Docs, and it works better with Chrome. So we'll go to docs.google.com. Docs.google.com. All right, and click blank document to make a new document. All right, so let's start out by put my name on there, and we're going to call this one 8 places to visit. All right, cool. I'm going to press enter and go to the next line. So we have 3 lines, and then I'm going to insert a table. And this table is going to be 2 by 4. 2 by 4 table. That would give us 8 boxes, so we could go to 8 different places. All right, cool. So there we go. Now I'm going to select everything on this whole thing document and make sure it's centered. So everything should go right in the middle. And then when we type in these boxes, our text will be centered and our pictures will go to the middle. It'll just look a lot better. All right, what I want you to do is zoom out so that you can see the entire page on the screen. Whoops, that's zooming in. Zoom out would be something like 75 or 50. I'm going to go 50. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the cursor looks like this. That means I'm adjusting this thing. I'm going to grab this table, and I want to go down and let go. And if it makes a new page, I've gone too far. I want to go as far as I can without making a new page. Okay, that didn't make a new page, and that uses up most of the page. Watch what happens if I go a little too far. It goes down there. So let's undo that. So that's pretty good. Okay, now this is the big part that's kind of annoying, but you can do it. You want to grab and select only the boxes. Don't select outside. See how that little pizza right there? That's no good. Only the boxes in the table, all 4 boxes, not below, not above, and then right click. And you should have the option to distribute rows. Now, if you clicked outside of there and you've selected outside of the boxes, it won't give you this. So you have to retry. All right, so there we go. So now on our document, we have a header up here and plenty of room to put our pictures and our text. Okay, so now we have our table done. We're going to go up here and just click this plus button and make a new tab. We're going to be working between these 2 documents. If you have dual screen, I would definitely split this out into the other screen, drag it out, and then put it over there. But I don't, so I'm going to keep it in here. All right, so what I'm going to do here in this other tab, this is my favorite site, or one of them. We're going to go to, we went to docs.google.com. Now we're going to maps.google.com. And we're going to press enter. And here we go. Now, when you get here, it's not likely you're going to see this view. I've been here before, but they're probably going to have it on a more basic view like this. And so what you're going to want to do is you need to switch that and go here where it says layers and switch it to the satellite. Click that satellite one. Then you can actually see things from space. So you get they'll superimpose. And what these are is they're satellites that actually are geosynchronous, which stay in place over Earth. These satellites are ones that kind of like move around in Earth orbit. And as they pass over, they have really powerful cameras on them that point at the ground and they can take pictures. And then Google superimposes or put these pictures on top of the map. So now, instead of seeing just like roads and like blank space, you get to see actually what stuff looks like from space. So like, for example, if you go here, there's the airport, and man, you can see Google's really loading slow right now. I don't know what the story is with that. It's plugged into the internet. Yeah. So anyways, you can see if we zoom in here, you get a view. And again, forgive me, it's loading a little slow, and I don't know why Google's like this now. It's been like this for about half of a year. But you can see right here, you have our school. All right. So let's take a look, and I'm going to show you guys how we can get into Street View to take a picture of the place that we want to visit. Look, I've been to school here enough. I think I want to go somewhere else. Let's start close to home, and I'm going to start out with the Sun Dome. Sun Dome. Hey, I just got done going to the fair, so let's pretend I wanted to go back to the Sun Dome. Check that out, right? All right, there it is. There's the Sun Dome. I'll click this after I search for it, and there it is. We're right in front of the fairground. So here's where I went into the fair. I came in right through here, so I want to get a view of the Sun Dome right from the front or something. All right, so let's take a look, and here's what you could do. Usually, you can take this little guy and just drop him wherever you want to see, as long as it's on a blue line, which won't load up for some reason, even though we pay Google a lot of money. Here we go. So there it is. But the problem is that when you drop this guy, for a lot of students last year, this wasn't working. So I'll show you a different way. You're going to let go. And again, forgive the lag. I'm not sure why it's so slow on this computer. You're here and you drop that guy, and now you got a view from the street. If you want to go further down, now you can't go anywhere. You can't go through the gate, but you can go a lot of places on the street. So I'm going to go until I get a good view of the Sun Dome. That's a pretty good view. Let's go a little further. Ooh, too far. Okay, I think that's going to be the best view I'm going to get of the Sun Dome from here. All right, so I'm happy with that picture. That's pretty cool. All right, so here's what you're going to do next. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you. This method of just dropping that little guy doesn't work all the time. So let's go back and show you if that doesn't work for you. For some students, it just didn't work. Here's what you do instead. You're going to click on the road. So I'm going to click where I want to see, because a lot of times dragging that guy out doesn't work. I'm going to click where I want to see. And then this pops up, and then you click this little box down here, and you can get in the street view from there. And you're going to get the same thing. But sometimes they block it, so that little guy just doesn't work for some reason. I think it's our district's kind of overzealous filtering type of thing. That could be the problem. I don't know. So here we go. So we're going to take a look here, and that looks good. That's the view I want. Get a good view of it. Now, we don't want all this extra stuff. Now, here's what we're going to do. Let me switch my view, and we're going to take a screen cap of this. So here's what we're going to do. To do this, and we did this before on another assignment, we have the S key, Shift key, and the Windows key. You're going to hold down Windows and Shift, hold those down, and then just tap the S key. There we go. And now here we are, and I can take a screen cap. Now, what do I want? I want to get this tree in here. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to have. And I want to get a little bit above it. Now, you don't want to make something like this, and you don't want to make something like this. These pictures would be no good. They don't fit inside our boxes very well. They don't match the shape of those boxes that we were using. So I want to do something like this. Okay. Okay, and now it's on the clipboard. Now you got to put it somewhere. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to type in Yakima Sun Dome. Hey, oops, I almost didn't capitalize. You got to make sure it's spelled correctly and capitalize it. If you need to, search it on Google. It's right there. Okay, now I'm going to go down and press enter, and now I'm on the next line. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to paste. And there it is. Now, sometimes these pictures are going to screw things up. They get too big, and it screws up the size of our boxes. So what you can do is just grab the corner. Don't grab one of these ones, because it can get squished and weird. Let's undo that. Grab the corner one, and it will stay in the right shape. And there you go. There you have it. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're just going to find a different location for each one of these boxes. So I found one place that I want to visit. Okay, and so I'm going to go into my next box right up here, and I get a new prompt. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do. What is that called? What's the Mariners Stadium called? What is that called? I have to look that up. Well, I don't know. So here's what you can do. You don't really have to know everything perfect. Google kind of knows. So I'm going to go Seattle Mariners, Stadium. And it's, hey, there it is, T-Mobile Park. See, Google knows. I didn't know, but Google knows. You know what? I don't like that corporate stuff. I'm not even going to call it that. I'm going to call it the Seattle Mariners Stadium in my assignment. I don't like the idea that when I was a kid, famous people that were great members of our society, the stadiums were named after those people or like cool places or after the city. Now it's like changes every 2 years with some new corporate entity. I'm good on that. So I think I'm just going to call it Seattle Okay, there we go. All right. So let's go here. Oh, somehow I lost my satellite view, didn't I? Okay, well. Oh, because I'm still stuck in the Yakima. Okay. All right, so let's do the same thing. I'm going to go right here at the corner of the stadium. I'm going to click. Oh, it didn't do it, did it? I put a different type of dot there. And guys, I really apologize how slowly this is loading. I've never, our school district pays Google a lot of money, and they can't seem to deliver what we need. So let's go to Street View. That's a perfect view. That's right where we entered. That looks awesome. Now you're going to notice on this one, I'm going to zoom. You can roll your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. I want to get that statue of Ken Griffey Jr. for sure. So I'm going to get like something like zoomed out a little bit. Okay, so let's take, actually, I want to kind of get the more stadium. That'd be right there. That's perfect. Again, so remember what we do. We're going to hold down Windows and Shift, and we're going to tap S. Okay, then we're going to make the picture that we want. Again, try to match the picture shape to the box that you're going to use. Excuse me. There we go. I'm going here, and now I'm going to paste that right there. Boom. Okay, and that disrupted see that what that did? It was so big that it made that box bigger and pushed us down into 2 pages. So this one's going to have to be shrunk down. So I'm going to reduce the size. And hey, that's good. Now we got our boxes back the size that they should be. Cool. Now what you're going to do is you're going to continue to do this. And how I'm going to grade it is that if you have stuff that's not capitalized, stuff that's misspelled, if you just like type in like random things that like the way it sounds, guys, all you need to do is look it up on Google. Let me show you how to do that. All right. So like, let's take something like, for example, let's say something that you don't know how to spell. Let's say you don't know how to spell Tokyo. You want to go to Tokyo, right? Just go to Google if you need to, or you can do it in Maps too. Just search for the thing and just type it in the way it sounds. But when you do that, it'll tell you how it's correctly spelled. So I'm going to spell Tokyo wrong. This is wrong. Okay, I know that. Tokyo. Okay, that was too wrong. It wouldn't work, right? Tokyo. Japan. Okay, and look, it just showed me how to spell it. Tokyo. And you can take this and just copy that text. Copy it. And you can paste that into your document if you don't know how to spell it. And then press enter and then get your picture the way I showed you before. All right, now I need to show you guys how to turn this thing in.